I first came to Fusion Church on January 27th last winter, and my life was in a really bad, dark place. I'd been through a lot of heartbreak and a lot of pain, and instead of running towards God, I was running against him. And I was making a lot of poor choices and engaging in a lot of destructive behaviors, and I was just in a really lot of pain. So I came that Saturday night and I heard Gabby talking about breakthrough in one of the quiet moments during one of the worship songs. And something kind of shifted in me and I felt some hope. And 2 days later, I was suspended from my job for the choices that I made. And I reached out to Fusion Church and I said, hey, I was just there the last Saturday night and this happened, and can someone please pray for me? And later on that evening, Ann Dice called me and prayed over me and said that God would redeem this situation and use it for good. And I felt some more hope, And that whole week, I was just in fear. I'm a single parent. I was worried about losing my income, and I was in shame and guilt and just an awful place. And Ann continued to call me and pray for me. And I went to Fusion again the next Saturday night, and I heard Pastor Sam ask if anyone wanted to make a decision to accept Jesus. And I wanted to. I felt like the Holy Spirit was moving in me, but I couldn't raise my hand. And then 2 days later, I actually lost that job. I was terminated. And I was in such agony, my eyes were swollen because I had cried so much. And Ann said, come on, we're gonna go do Heart for the House over at the EHT campus. And I didn't even know what Heart for the House was. And we came over and pulled into the parking lot at EHT campus. And I had told Ann that I wanted to make the decision that Saturday night before. And she said, you could make the decision right here. And I looked around and I was like, really here? I mean, this dusty parking lot, the building's not really finished. It's a furniture store. And now I've come to realize that that was perfect, that God's timing is perfect, that God meets us where we are, and that all we have to do is reach out and ask him to help us. And the setting doesn't have to be perfect, and our hearts don't have to be perfect. But wherever we are and we ask for Jesus to come in, he comes in. And so I came in and cleaned the floors and cleaned the walls and windows, and Pastor Brendan put his hand on my shoulder and said, we're here for you. And the church has been here for me ever since then. And I gotta tell you, my life has been completely different since then. I joined the media team in Summers Point. I went through Freedom and got changed. I got baptized this summer. And now I lead an awesome women's freedom group, and I'm taking financial peace. And the Lord opened the door for a job this summer to be closer to my daughter. It's a great job. So my life has really changed since I made that decision on that February day, which was Ann Dice's birthday. And my life has never been the same. And I just want to say, I am so expectant about what God is doing in my life and what God's going to continue to do in the life of this church and in this great new location that isn't dusty anymore, because all things are made new in him.